What's up, everybody? It's your guy on the road out here saying hello. Um, I just want to talk to y'all a little bit. It's really late. It's like 3:30 in the morning on the 13th, I believe. Yeah, it's the 13th. But the thing is you know, I want to talk to y'all on this YouTube for a minute. I'm on Instagram, your guy on the road. I make a bunch of crap. Got a podcast coming up. Well, it's on now. It's on my YouTube, you guys, if you see it. Uh, Used to stream video games and stuff when I started making this little content stuff, and I don't know, just thought it'd be cool. Got dash cam going now, so we'll be uploading some videos of some good dash cam stuff on Instagram. I love Instagram. It's fun. Um, but I just want to talk to you guys about like trucking real quick. It's late, and I just got something on my mind, and I want you guys to know that OTR isn't for everybody. Over the road trucking, it's only for the select few. But that doesn't mean that you're not a good trucker or a good driver, or you're not as good as drivers that run on the road. Or there's day cab, there's heavy haul, there's regional, there's intermodal, there's so many things you could do. But if you come out on this road and you want to drive and stay gone and be an actual long haul truck driver, and everybody that's going to comment in this video might say, well, I only stay out 3 weeks. Like, I've been doing this for years. I've been driving commercial vehicles for 21 years. I don't want to hear it. You got to stay out on the road. You want to make money. All right. You want to make money. You got to stay out on this road. I don't care what anybody tells you. You got to stay fit. You got to eat right. You got to keep that CDL right. You know what I mean? You ain't got no choice. If you don't, then you won't make it. And you got to be willing to stay out here. When I say out here, I mean you got to be willing to stay out here, because these guys that go home every weekend, you ain't making the money I make. I guarantee it. I promise you. I ain't gonna tell you what I make, but I make my money. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a long haul trucker. I go way out, but I stay out 6 months at a time, 4 to 6 months, mainly 6 months. I go home twice a year. Well, I've been doing this. I go home. I make my money. That's fine, driver. You can do that. You can make money and go home. But for the new age driver that don't have a lot of experience, if you want to be an over the road driver and you want to make money consistently, you got to be, and you're solo, you don't have a teammate. I'm talking about the solo driver. You have to be willing to stay out to get the crumbs left over from these team drivers, because the team drivers have changed the game. There ain't a lot of freight for the local guy, and that's just how it is. It's just one of them things where it's like, well, I miss my family, and well, I got to be home for Christmas. And hey, man, Christmas, Thanksgiving, that's all man-made days. Yeah, Christmas is about Jesus' birth, and Easter's about his resurrection and stuff like that for religious. But in reality, all these holidays are man-made. If you drive a truck, you need to think fourth dimensionally. Quit thinking in the two-dimensional terms. What am I saying? Well, let me ask you a question. What do you think Christmas? Well, Christmas is on the 25th. I got to be, why? Why is it got to be on the 25th? Why can't it be on, I don't know, the 3rd or the 5th or the 8th or July the 12th? It's in your head. Take these holidays, these man-made holidays that are forced upon you, and change the game, bro. Change the game. Like, change how you perceive holidays. They don't have to be on the exact day that you think. December 25th don't mean you got to be home. You can do it December 8th, December 3rd. Because I'm telling you, from December 7th to December 25th, there's more freight out there for a solo guy. Well, what do you mean? Because everybody goes home. If you stay out you make money because everybody went home. Come July 12th, 13th, 15th, July through February, it ain't no freight. Everybody's coming back to get it, and everybody ain't spending no more money because Christmas is over and tax season's right around the corner. We got to pull this truck out of this dock. They said I was in dock 73. They said, we need you in 61, so I had to do an offset. Now we need you in 65. I had to do another one. You got to be willing to adapt out here. Be right back. You stay by. I'm just going to pause this, but for you, it's going to be fast. You ain't going to realize. You're going to be like, oh, man, that's pretty quick. Give me a second. I'm going to pause the video and be right back. For you, it'll be instant. And we back. Trucking to me is so fun because when I was driving, you know, we didn't have a lot of options. We had manuals and all this. We didn't have all this internet. We didn't have all these blogs, this way to be creative with our minds and stuff and have fun out here on the road, shoot these videos for y'all. You know, this is my first like little blog or whatever that I made on YouTube. I used to stream little video games, you know. I know you guys see me streaming these games before. Put some light on the situation. I know the lighting's bad, but it's late. I'm at this dock I'm pulling out now because at Aldi's, you know, you got to get out of the dock and then they're going to call you when your paperwork's ready and all that crap. This guy here parked right on the line because he's an idiot. But yeah, over the road trucking, like long haul trucking, meaning you're gone from your family a minimum of 5 weeks or whatever, right? It ain't for everybody. It might be for you, but I promise you, if you want to make money and you want to make consistent money, remember, this isn't a sprint out here. It's a marathon. If you think this is a sprint, you might as well not even do it because it's not for you. If you want to be a career truck driver, you have to be willing to stay gone. You have to be willing to do things that you ain't, you know, necessarily used to. And you need to make sure you're staying out on the road. When I was younger, years and years ago, but I'm young now. I mean, I'm talking about younger, right? We're talking about like in your 20s. We would stay gone for 12 weeks minimum. In 12 weeks, you get 1.5 days, 1.5 days every week. So at the end of 12 weeks, you got 5 days, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9. You got 12 days or 5 days for all that time. So, you know, a lot of people can't do it. But now with the teams and the way it goes and the way everything's going these days, you have to literally stay out here about 4 or 5 months if you want to make consistent, real good money. Because a lot of real good companies, you know, and I'm not talking about a hazmat tanker. We're talking about you want to stay out of the snow and stuff. You can do whatever you want to do, but the longer you drive, the more miles you put out here, the more you're going to get paid. So this video is pretty much to tell you, whether you like it or not, I don't give a damn. Because you could say, well, you're wrong. I've been doing it. I don't care. I've been down here 21 years. You can't tell me. I learn every day. And I'm not saying I'm always right, but I know this. The longer you stay out, the more money you're going to make. And you guys that got bills and, you know, all that, and hey, you got to stay out here, man. You got to grind. You got to grind. You got to get up on time. You got to make your appointments on time. You know, you got to be out here hustling. And these guys that want to sleep all the time and be late on their appointments and blah, blah, blah. Look, man, you ain't going to make no money. You're going to get fired. And the more jobs you have, the bad it looks on you. You need to stay at a company 1 to 2 years minimum. Well, yeah, go ahead, hop jobs. See how that works for you. You keep hopping jobs, and eventually you're going to run to the end of the line, and you ain't going to have no job. Not no real good job, not no damn good job, not no job where you can do what you need to do, go home when you need to go home, where they treat you good, where they trust you. You're going to be micromanaged, you know, because the longer you stay somewhere, the better it looks on your jacket. And they keep up with that. It's called DAC, man. It will report it. And eventually, I don't care what you say, they'll eventually stop hiring you at good, decent companies. You don't have to work for Chicago. And if you guys don't know what Chicago is, hey, man, that's the Russians. Oh, they'll give you free logs. They'll let you run all you want. It's all illegal, though. and you'll get caught, you'll go to jail, or you won't get caught, but you'll be used to running like that. You'll get with a real company and they'll be like, hey man, you can't do that. And you'll be like, well, damn, I ain't gonna make no money. So, and don't be doing drugs. Well, I'm on the SAP program. I got news for y'all on the SAP program. That SAP program's a joke. You get on that SAP program, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna be on a SAP company. You ain't gonna make no money. You're gonna go with somebody that gives you all these ELDs for free, and don't be doing their stuff right. You're gonna be driving around some lease truck thinking you're an owner operator when you're paying all the taxes and all the fuel and all the tire bills. You're making about $200 more than the company driver. Well, I made 8,000. No, you didn't. Do taxes. Do your taxes. You know, I was a lease owner operator. I know he ain't gonna tell me shit. Not in this economy. But you know, you can do taxes and all. You ain't making what you think. You make about $200 or $300 more than the other driver, and you are dealing with more shit. You got to deal with the tires. You got to deal with this. You got to deal with that. PM. You're not making. Oh, I'm making a percentage. Okay, you think you are, but you really ain't. I mean, unless you're a team lease, that's different. Hey, that's a whole other world. You can, unless you're married, you know, you make money. But solo, you ain't no owner op. You ain't making no money. You're basically making $300 more than a company driver. And I ain't got to deal with half the problems y'all got. Tires and PMs and people messing up my truck. And then I get a truck with 300,000 miles already on it and it breaks down. Well, it's under a little warranty. Look, I know. But this video wasn't to talk smack, man. It's just basically to enlighten you guys on, like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, man. I've been up since 4:30 yesterday. I've been up for 24 hours. And I just did a 500 mile, 300 mile, whatever bullshit load. And you know what? That's trucking. I got to trust the process because I have to do that stupid load so I can get put in a position for a better load, even though I was up for all that time. My truck had broke down. My shop had my truck, my company had my truck in the shop, and I had to wait around until they fixed it. And then I had to drive all night because I had a load. I didn't cry and say, oh, I can't do it. I stayed up all day. Hey, man, I got it done. You know what I'm saying? I got the load done. I did what I was supposed to do, and I got my job done. And now, I'm not telling you how to risk your life and do nothing dangerous or anything like that. If you can't do something because, you know, something's dangerous or whatever, then like this guy driving right behind me when I'm trying to back up. People are stupid out here, man. They don't care about you. It ain't like back in the day where people had each other's backs. But basically what I'm trying to say is you guys, you need to make sure that if you're tired, you're tired. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing. But you got to build up your endurance out here. You got to build up your endurance out here. Look at here. Look at here. They ain't gonna let you sleep. Look at that cop. They're gonna kick you out. They ain't gonna let. They don't care. You ain't gonna fall asleep at their dock, but you're gonna deliver it. But you ain't gonna fall asleep here. Oh no, you got to go. That's what I'm saying, man. You're on your own out here. It's you, God, whatever God you love and worship, and whoever your family is, but basically you. You are the captain of the ship. Now, if you're tired, you can't handle it, you can't hack it, hey, don't do it. I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta build your endurance up. You're never gonna do that if you keep driving, 2 hours and going to sleep. So if you want to drive a truck over the road and you want to make money, you want to do this thing, do it. But just know there's gonna be some sacrifices. There's going to be good money, but there's going to be some sacrifices. You're going to have sacrifices. You're going to have times where you don't see your family. You're going to have times where, you don't see your kids. You're going to have times where you miss things. You're going to get divorced sometimes. Hell, sometimes you might even lose your wife, lose your, I mean, somebody might have a health problem. You might not be there when they pass. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you now, it ain't for everybody. It is not for everybody. This job, this life is hard, but it's rewarding. Trucking gave me my life, my wife, my house, everything I own, everything I got came from trucking. And God, but it came from trucking. So, in conclusion, I just want y'all to know, if you want to be an OTR driver and you want to make money, you want to go on a long haul, and you want to see the country for free, it's going to cost you something. But the cost doesn't outweigh the reward, because out here it's awesome. I love the road. It's so easy to drive nowadays. You got internet and streaming and TVs and tablets and live Doppler and $800 daggum GPSs. Man, shoot, it's easy to it's easy to have the amenities. It's not easy to drive and plan and trip and preach. I mean, that's trucking. You don't know about trucking yet. I'm telling you, it's hard. It's one of the most challenging jobs you'll ever do in your life. But it's the amenities and the comforts of home are there. I mean, I got a mansion back here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole booth seat. I got flat screen TV and stuff. I mean, I'm all right. I get off work and I do my exercise or whatever, and I eat my dinner right here on my table, and I hang out, and I got me a little TV and stuff like that. I mean, I got me a little game if I want to play. I got technology that we didn't have that back in the day. All we had back in the day is what we had, you know. But it's so easy to keep your mind occupied out here. It's so easy to drive a truck with the fact that you can spiritually be okay and you can mentally be okay because you have the amenities. If you want to see your wife, you can FaceTime. Back in the day when I was driving, we didn't have that. It wasn't around. You know, even over the last 5 years, technology has just jumped. So I love you guys. It's Survivor Gamer, your guy on the road. This new little name I put out there. I got a podcast on Podbean. You guys need to check it out. If you go to Podbean, right? Pod Bean. Now I'm on iHeart, Spotify. I'm on Apple. I'm on every podcast platform you could think of. There ain't no doubt about that. I'm everywhere. But you can find my podcast on Podbean real easy. It's an app you download, right? And it's called Tale from the Roads. Tale from the Roads. All right, Tale from the Roads. You guys can. We're going to be doing live shows. We're going to have truckers on there. We'll have everybody on there live from the road. Legal now. We ain't going to touch the phones. We're going to have hands free. But we're going to be live from the road in the cab, doing our thing live from the road. We already got one episode up right now live, and we upload it. So when we're live, though, you can get any kind of trucker info you want. You can call into the show. If you got the app on Podbean and you look up Tale from the Roads, Survivor Gamer, that's my name on there, but Tale from the Roads, you'll see the podcast. Hit a follow, and guess what? You guys will be able to see or hear the podcast live from the road. You can call in if you're a truck driver or whatever. So I do everything. I game, poetry, whatever, but hey, I keep my mind occupied. I'm putting content out there. We'll have some dash cam footage. Check out the podcast. Check out your guy on the road at Instagram. And you guys have a great day. Be safe. And I wasn't trying to talk crap or be evil or anything like that. I just want you guys to know what you get yourself into if you want to be an OTR trucker. It's a great job. It's a great career. It's a good move, but it ain't for everybody. Be safe. Stay alive. Survive. Survive and stay alive. Right? Y'all remember that? Remember what I used to say? I said survive and stay alive. Till next time. Peace.